Oh, yeah. After a long, hard day of slaving away at the Blaze Farm and the zombie spawner farm and working hard with all the villagers to mend all the things, Bacon and Lucky take a nice, relaxing boat trip to do some fishing. What is up, people? Half Slab Bacon back with another episode of our 1.9 survival tutorial. Why am I fishing, you ask? Why am I all of a sudden all decked out in diamond gear, you ask? Why are you on a boat with Lucky? You never take Lucky anywhere. Well, that's just for show, cinematography. You know, make the intro interesting, that kind of stuff. But seriously, Bacon, why are you fishing? Well, guys, it's because we need some pufferfish. Why do we need pufferfish, you ask? I'll show you. Because of that wonderful thing over there. Ooh, did we get one? No, I gotta put my stupid thing back so I can see. So, let's go over what I've done. Mending. We're gonna start all the things with mending. Like this one has to get named yet. I ran out of levels and I missed that one. But I basically did some mending. So before we get started, I wanted to discuss how the mending works. So now you can see all those are fully repaired, but you notice I've been using the fishing rod, and I obviously used the pickaxe, and they did not repair. So we're going to discuss how the mending works when you've got multiple mending enchantments. So each slot that is counted is your 4 armor slots, your off hand, and your active hand. Now, as you can see, because I took my diamond gear off, it's only selecting between my off hand and my active hand. Now, it's a random choice. Now you can see our picks repaired. So what ends up happening is with, say, one in each hand, I have a 50-50 chance of one of them being selected when I get XP for the XP. And if it goes to random choice, say the fishing rod, and the fishing rod is full, it goes to player experience. So at current moment, I've got a 1 in 5 chance of, any given item being selected. Technically a 1 in 6 because my getting the experience is one of those chances. So we've got 4 armor slots and we're holding a fishing rod. So it's a 1 in 6 chance where the experience goes. Now when I put this brick breaker back with mending there, or any other pick, or any other item with mending for that, it's technically a 1 in 7 chance, because now we've got 6 slots that are active with the mending enchantment. Any one of those 6 could randomly be chosen, and if one of those 6 is full, it will go to player experience. Now, it's not quite a 1 in 7, right? Because technically they're all full, so pretty much at that point it guarantees that it's going to my stuff, right? To my player experience. So that's kind of how it works. So it's like a 1 in 5, 1 in 6 to 1 in 7, but with the caveat that if they're completely full, you automatically get it. So why do we need pufferfish? Well, we need to conquer this ocean monument. Why, you ask, do we need... God, I love the new boats. They're so fast. Like, look, I bet you these guys, can't even hit us. You know what I mean? That's how fast these new boats are. It's amazeballs. Let's circle around and see if any of them attack us, and if they do, if they actually get a shot when we're cruising along that speed. I don't think they're gonna. Not unless we, Yeah, that guy came right after us, and we just ran right... That is awesome, people. God, these new boats are awesome. They are great. So let's just get back to safety so we can go back to our fishing here and discuss why we need to take on the ocean monument. Well, for one thing, guys, it's a tutorial, so we have to cover it. For another, I am freaking crazy. Why am I crazy? Well, just give me a sec, guys, and I will show you. Alright, so, as I was saying, what's the other reason we need to do the ocean monument, and why am I crazy? Well, yeah, because we don't have enough, unfinished projects already. I needed to add another monstrous one in. I was thinking about the Ender, the path down to the Ender, and how we're going to do the Ender. You can see there's my mini demo for our mega farm right there. And what did I leave here? I left glass panes laying around. Bad form. Yeah, all the testing I did. Yeah, but I had kind of shown you guys something with sandstone, and I don't want to do that because everybody else is doing it. When I say everybody, I mean like everybody, their grandma, and their third cousin twice removed, 4 times sideways and upside down. So I just kind of played with some different blocks here in Creative, and actually I was doing it while I was testing this out, just kind of multitasking. And I decided I really kind of like the way the purpur mixes with the prismarine, which is what you get from the ocean monument, right? And I decided we're going to go with that. Like, look, these sea lanterns look awesome with it. I love this floor pattern. Now that means we won't be able to do the speedy boat water thing inside it, which kind of sucks, but we only need to go like 130 blocks out, so that's really not a very far run. And I kind of just want to do it for looks, people. So, in order to do our Ender with this type of design, we're going to need lots of prismarine and lots of purpur. So that means we gotta make a guardian farm. Yeah. Guardian farm. Let's talk about that back at the fishing hole. Alright, people. So, for safety reasons, I left our good pal Lucky back on the coast, because, well, here, let me turn around. You can see him, sitting over there by our bed. I don't want him to get killed while we talk about this. And I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but, I've actually never tested it out. So there are some new features in 1.9 in the F3 screen. Now you can see F3 plus Q will actually bring up a menu. So we can see reload chunks and all the usual stuff. Let's just back off a bit here so we're not getting shot at while we're talking about this. Because usually if you hear them, they can attack you. So let's go back to that. So on this list, you see F3 plus B shows hitboxes, there's cycle render distance, advanced tooltips, which is what shows you all the little extra information on my tools, like durability, that kind of stuff. But I figured we try F3 plus B, which is now showing us hitboxes. See, it shows the hitbox of the boat. Will it show us the bounding box of the ocean monument? I have no idea. And I was kind of hoping it did. And it's not going to. And I'm not going to, go into a creative world and generate an ocean monument strictly to show you the hitbox. Because it's actually a pretty simple one when we cover it. So I'm going to turn this off. Or not. I'm going to try and turn this off. There we go. Okay, I think... Are we safe up in here? I think we're probably okay up in here. Now, we've got Aqua Affinity on. And we've got diamond gear, so we should be able to take a hit or two should it happen. But you can see how massive this ocean monument is. And this is why I say I'm crazy, people. Because in order for us to make a guardian farm, we have to clear all the water around this thing. To a spacing of about 3 blocks out from each corner of the ocean monument, which is going to be, as you can imagine, a monstrous task. It's not something I recommend doing unless you really enjoy the Minecraft grind, or you just really love Prismarine. So yeah, as I said, not really on my top recommended list. Now I lost track of where we were. We're back this way, right? We're back this way. We are back this way. I went to the far side of the ocean monument, so we need to go back here. There's our ledge. So in order to do this, and if you guys haven't seen, we're gonna need a ton of sand. That's right. Like, I don't go through enough sand. We're gonna need lots more, because we're gonna have to drain the whole thing. However, before we get started on that, we're gonna have to, whoops. Okay, let's get, I love how they don't like disappear on you anymore. Isn't that awesome? And you can just go like that and boom. Covered. It's a thing. Done. So I actually think we're gonna leave our bed up in here. We'll just throw some torches around it. Maybe for now, what we'll actually do is we'll just do an El Cheapo. Yeah, let's do an El Cheapo house here. Just to kind of protect our bed for the time being. Keep creepers from, blowing it up and stuff. There, that should be sufficient. That will be good, I think. And then we can probably put one there. And yeah, that side's covered actually. So then we'll throw a torch up in there. That should be far enough away from the ice that we don't have any worries. And a torch up in here. Yeah, one up in there. Okay, we're good. And now we can go back home. Come on, Lucky. And we'll talk about this stuff and things. So I'll see you there, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. And Lucky apparently feels like that bed's his. So, fine, Lucky, you can have it. Fine. So I did get a little bit done off camera when I came back, just because it makes sense, right? So, we need to go over kind of like an ocean monument checklist here before we battle this thing. And there's several strategies, but kind of at its core first is the armor you will need. And that's part of the reason I worked on the diamond. Now, if you're new to this, I would not recommend going in with your diamond gear or your good swords or your good picks. Or I would say make some crappy iron gear that you can afford to lose and make multiple sets and take that in. I've done this once or twice before, so I'm going to go ahead and up and take my diamond gear because I feel pretty confident I can do this without dying. So the essentials you're going to want is Aqua Affinity and Respiration 3 for 1 on your helmet, and good protection 4, as you will notice, and I've packed myself with thorns on this one. I mean, we had thorns on it, but thorns comes in handy. So if they hit you, you hit them. Yes, it takes durability off, but I mean, I don't mind with mending because it really doesn't matter. The next big one you're going to want is that Depth Strider 3. And you will notice I only have Protection 2 here. It doesn't matter. The others are all Protection 4, so we're maxed out on Protection anyways. The reason you're going to want those is, well, 1, breathe underwater, Aqua Affinity, see underwater. Depth strider, move underwater quickest. This is going to be very important. Next thing we're going to need is potions to survive the battle. So I highly encourage bringing strength. I highly encourage bringing a few regens. And those are kind of like a last resort. You take those if you're in real trouble. But then you want a bunch of instant health. Now, I brought these regens back from the end fortress there. And the couple instant healths I could carry. So I'm going to have to get more. Now, I'm going for strength 1 because I would rather have the 8-minute strength. I find that's kind of important when we're out there doing our stuff. So we're going to start with our water bottles here. And we're going to get potions of water breathing going. And that's why we were fishing for the puffer fish, because you want those. Next thing we're going to need is we're going to want invisibility potions. And the reason we want invisibility potions, sorry, my bad. We're going to want night vision potions. And the reason, what am I doing? The reason we're going to want night vision potions is because it's going to help you see better in the water a lot. Even with the aqua affinity, the night vision it makes everything way better. Now, we're going to go for 2 full sets here, and we're going to extend them to the 8 minutes because I really feel in this scenario that's what counts, is getting the long run so that you can get all the area conquered and take your time doing it. So we're going to go for 8 minutes on our water breathing. You know, you're talking like 6 of them. You're talking what, 16, 24 minutes. So we're going to push 48 minutes of water breathing between these two. So that is huge. Now, some people feel taking invisibility and taking off your armor works, because then you don't have to battle the Ender Guardians. I go for the fight, guys. I would rather leave the armor on and just go for the fight, in all fairness. So we got our 8-minute water breathing. The next we're going to need is our night vision. So we'll get more nether wart in there. And we'll get our night vision going. And we're going to start to stock these. Some of the other kind of strategies you will see, or if maybe you've read, you have seen the invisibility for one, and then you've seen take buckets of milk. You gotta take buckets of milk. Take the buckets of milk for all the stuff and things. Don't take buckets of milk, guys. Please just don't. It's a bad idea. And I'll tell you why. Because, yes, you're going to get mining fatigue, so you won't be able to mine blocks. And that's kind of a problem, right? Because then you can't block yourself off if you get into trouble, right? You can't run and you can't do this. Oh no, the Guardian's going to get me. I got to heal up. Okay, I'll place a torch. I'm good now. I've got an air source and I'm blocked in. Wait, I can't get out. Mining fatigue. Oh no, I'm trapped forever and ever and ever. Yeah, so you take a bucket of milk and you fill your whole inventory full of bucket of milks, and you make yourself vulnerable because you could be taking potions with that inventory space, and buckets of milk don't last. And yeah, so you're getting a whole 6 seconds worth of my cat sneezing in the background. Hey, maybe he had some chili peppers with dinner. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But yeah, you're filling your inventory up. You could be taking strength potions and night vision and regen and instant health and all the things. Speaking of instant health, let's do some more of those too. Did I grab the water? Yeah, I grabbed the watermelon. So my strategy is forget the milk, because you get like a couple seconds, right? That's it, man. That's all you get. And the mining fatigue kicks back in. So who freaking... That's not worth squat. It's not worth nothing, man. Now, then you ask, well, wait. If I get into trouble and I don't take the milk, how do I block myself off? Well, there's a couple strategies, guys. One is you can take the doors. So if you get into trouble, because doors stack, you can, well, not like that, but you follow me. You can drop one, you can, because as long as you break line of sight with the Guardians, now I'm good, right? You throw a block up top, I'm good. They got no line of sight. Now I can throw my torch here. Oh wait, I can't throw a torch. I can't, wait, I'm screwed. If I have no water breathing potion, I'm gonna drown. Because I can't. Because in order to do this, I'm taking up the block space I'm in. So yeah, that design works. Don't get me wrong. It's way better than the bucket of milk idea. And I believe they're both actually, I think last time I checked, they're actually on the wiki. So yeah, they work. They work. They're dumb though. You know what you do take? See these things? They stack, right? They stack. So you can carry like a whole stack, 64 of them if you want, and you can see through them just like doors, but they break line of sight, so they protect you. And bam, I can put a torch to get an air source, so I don't have to worry about water breathing potions if I'm in trouble, right? Yep, it's a safe spot, and guess what? They're not affected by mining fatigue. Just saying, guys. So we're gonna leave the buckets of milk that take up your inventory and all that, and part of our kit's gonna be the slime block, guys, because that's the smart man's way to go. Okay, telling you right now, that's the way to do it. I would rather fill my inventory full of potions that make me tougher and faster and see better and all those good things. All the good things. And that was a night vision, right? Did I not have another? Oh, there it is. And take a stack of slime blocks. Like, worst case scenario, I leave a stack of slime blocks behind. Big freaking deal. Now, of course, this is hard to accomplish if you don't have a slime farm set up yet. But if you haven't actually at least sourced out a slime chunk somewhere and started your slime farm, then you're not paying attention to my tutorials enough, and you need to get your act together. So we're just going to organize these so it's easy for us to see what's what. You get the gist. And what I actually do, guys, is, you know where we set up our bed? We're going to set up a chest there, and we are going to have backup armor, and we are going to have backup potions and the whole nines, just in case, okay? Just in case. That's going to be a thing. Now, for the instant health, we're going to go instant health 2. Just because I personally feel it's the smarter way to go. Because I would rather carry a few more instant health 2s and suck them back when I'm really in trouble. And a little less regen. And basically just like 3 regens. 1 for each Elder Guardian right before the boss fight. And just use the instant health 2s and the strength in the event of us, you know, getting super low health and overwhelmed. We can slime block ourselves off in a corner, and dude, you're on my bed. Look, I can sleep, and he's inside me. Okay, as long as I'm still allowed to sleep lucky, I guess it's okay. You can hang out there. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that, guys, is those are our preparations. Now, bring yourself a good sword. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to leave this one behind, grab our other sharpness 4, and maybe even make it sharpness 5, just so it deals more damage, guys. And the reason I went for strength instead of strength 2 would be ideal. I will give you that. Strength 2 really would be ideal. But the problem with strength 2 is it doesn't last long, and ocean monuments are a fair size, and I really want to be able to get in and, you know, take my time making sure we're doing everything right and kick some serious butt and, you know, come out on top without getting my keister handed to me. So I kind of prefer the... How am I going to do this? That'll work. We'll cram these two in here. I kind of prefer the method of having longer strength and maybe an extra blow or two. That's just me. You know, if you want to take the minute 30, I think it is, strength 2 potions, then by all means, go ahead. If you're a speed runner, that will serve you well. However, if you're not a speed runner and you prefer to take things strategically and cautiously and play safe and smart, then you're probably better off with just the singular strength potions. And look, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I've been hoarding all the stuff and things off camera. Didn't I have a freaking flint and steel around? I think I have them down in there. Yes, I have them down in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, all the TNT. I love me all the TNT. Oh, look how luscious that is. So, now let's discuss. Like I said, I really don't suggest doing this unless you really, really love Prismarine, or you just love the Minecraft grind, because it's going to be an insane amount of work, guys, to clear all the water out of there. How are we doing it? Well, we're going to do it in sections, because that's the best way to do it. So we're going to need a ton of sand, because we're basically going to have to wall the whole thing off, and then we're going to have to wall off 5 by 5 areas of water, and we will use the sponges we find in the area to... Well, that's not what I want to do. Would you... Stop it! Knocked out some torches there, darn it. Okay, I knew I had one. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. We need torches in here now. I'm knocking all the torches out. This could be dangerous. 5 by 5 areas, and we'll use the sponges, and we'll kind of go from there in sections. That's how I advise doing it anyways. We'll take the iron because, you know, I can't help it. I love the irons, even though we have an iron farm. Let's, I don't know. Let's just make a random hole and see what happens if we blow it up. This is going way farther than I thought it would. Okay, that looks about right. Oh, I love having the mending on all the things now, guys. It's fabulous. So, yeah, let's not expect to get this done in a short period of time, because it's not going to happen, guys. It's going to be like this project where we're doing it over a very long period of time, which means the high efficiency ender is going to be a while before we have that complete. It's just kind of going to be how we roll on that one. I hope you're okay with that, because I'm okay with that. Woohoo! I love me the TNT. We're going to do it, people. I do know the absolute bar none most efficient way of doing it, and we will go with that. But just don't expect it to get done in 2 episodes. And like I said, if you're going to do it in your own single player world, maybe consider, MC Edit or Creative or at least Peaceful Mode if you don't want cheaty blocks in your world. Because doing it in survival is obscenely, ridiculously way too much work. But we're going to do it, and we're going to make a super awesome Guardian farm, and then we'll get to do our Ender finally after that's done, okay? So I think next episode we're going to go take on that ocean monument, and we're going to wreck it. And then I'm going to have to do a ton of off-camera work to get sand so we can start building our Guardian farm. So if you enjoyed this video, as always, smash that like button, peoples. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe for more daily videos of Minecraft and Ark Survival Evolved. And once again, thanks for watching. Bye.